Hello and welcome to Nothing, and on record 30, so we're now doing record 33 and 34. This time it actually fits in the box, so I can take it open. So I'm just going to open it. And we're going to start right away with Fleetwood Mac. With Fleetwood Mac and Bare Trees. This is pre Stevie Nicks and Lindsey Buckingham era. I've been getting into this more lately. Good to see it. There's a custom printed inner sleeve. See this? No, this is for that was for Peter Frampton. Oops, that was not supposed to be in here. Of course, they were on Reprise, so we got a black disc. So I'll just show you the label. Well, I might as well finish showing Frampton here. I think this is his first album. No, this is I'm Into You. The second album after Frampton was alive. And then we move into 73 with Creedence Clearwater Revival and Mardi Gras. I guess we have some more probably coming up there in a second. Of course, they were on Fantasy Records, but this time they moved into this green label. Originally, they were doing it on blue. The big hits on here were Swedish Hiker and looking for a Reason and Someday Never Comes. And then in the same year we also have David Bowie Pinups. This is the covers album that nobody understands why he did it today. It's not in great shape, but hey, it's kind of a hard album to find to begin with. And then we got a printed inner. Not in great shape, but it's still here at this point. Take it. Of course, he's on RCA at this time, so we should have the orange RCA. Yeah, it's a Dynaflex. Oops. Come on, there you go. And then we move to a year later with David Bowie Live at Tower Records. Or no, sorry, the Tower Theater, not Tower Records. It's a gatefold, so we go ahead. The gatefold here. Some live shots of Bowie and some credits. And there are printed inners for both of these. So this is recorded during the Diamond Dog tour, if I remember correctly, the timeline. There's a more modern repress where they have the entire show complete. This now. This is what people got back in the day. Yeah, I think it's 74-ish. Because the show is from 74. Yeah, I think 74. Because right after that, we have the last Fleetwood Mac album before, Lindsey and Stevie with Fleetwood Mac. Heroes Are Hard to Find. I'm just going to quickly flip because this still has Welsh, who was still here at this time. This was his last album before he left. Again, we've already seen the Replies available before. Just going to show it again. Then we move into 76 with Station to Station by David Bowie. The last album before toward the Berlin era. Of course, the big hits were Station to Station and Golden Years was the biggest hit of them. That's how we got the print. Yeah, technically at this time he had done Man Who Fell to Earth. I want a different RCA label. Come on, there you go. Okay, I'm gonna move into 76 still, I think, with Donna Summer and Once Upon a Time. It's been a while since you've seen Donna Summer, but finally I've been able to pick some of these pieces up lately. Yeah, it's a 76. We have a gatefold, it's a 2-disc album, and this one is a concept. It's basically supposed to be about a modern day Cinderella. As a disco album, essentially. And there's printed inners with lyrics. The one that was the big one is lights on the side of that. I love you, I think. I love you, I love you, I love you. Of course, it's on Casablanca. And it was the same for the other disc as well. And show this quickly. And we'll move into the following year with Donna Summer and I Remember Yesterday. This concept was about music of the past and the future. The big hit off of here was I Feel Love, which was the first electronic recorded track ever. And it's in a Casablanca paper sleeve. And of course, the label. And in the same year, we have Billy Joel's first biggest album he's ever had with The Stranger. Many hits appear on here, mainly Just the Way You Are and Going to Good Die Young, but later on Vienna, Moving Out, and even Scenes from an Italian Restaurant have become big tracks over the years. Then we have an inner sleeve of the man himself, all the lyrics. Of course, he's on Columbia. Then we moved to 1980 with Fleetwood Mac Live. I've been looking for this for years. Many of you know I might have that single sleeve of it before. There was some new stuff on it, but there was some old stuff too. That's How Life Did Scar. That's also a double disc album, so I gotta keep full. All your band pictures, as you expect from the time. Then you may remember from that video, I had one of these type of sleeves. It has all the tour dates. Some of the songs on these in this disc come from these tour dates, so you might be able to find the exact one. Just to save some time, I'll only show disc 1 because it's basically a repeat of disc 2. But I didn't even show the second tape. It is different. It's this one, I think, that I have the duplicate of, which is basically your credits. And also in the same year, we have Journey Escape. This is the one that has the embossed texture, I believe what they call that. The big hit was Don't Stop Believing, of course, but Stone in Love was as popular, and Open Arms. And of course, barcodes with the mobile discograph, so you can scan that. 5 versions. We have a printed inner, lyrics, and then custom labels. Very nice, continues the album themes. And then we move into, what year is this? 1983 for Frontiers by Journey. Of course, Separate Ways, It's Under My Love, Faithfully were the big hits here. Of course, we also have a printed inner with all your lyrics and band photos. It's hard to read these lyrics, let me tell you, with this color. You can read them if it's at the top. Once you get to the bottom, it's hard to read. And of course, they had custom labels. And then we move into 1986 with Bob Seger and the Silver Bullet Band with Like a Rock. Like a Rock was once a commonly used song for Chevy commercials back in the day. Then we have a printed inner, lyrics, we've got custom labels. And then we move into the next tool, and we're going to start right away with a reissue on Motown from Motown yesteryear of Dio and Star song Wah! Backed with another single he put out at the same time, but was not the original B-side of Stop the War Now. And then we move to 1981 with, of course, Tony Basil's Mickey. I won't sing it to you because I'm sure you're going to know if you hear me sing it. She was on Chrysalis, so it will look like my Blondie albums. Let's move on. Move on to 12s. First, we have from the early 1960s, so this is a 67 reissue, is The Christmas Song by Nat King Cole. Of course, at Christmas time, you often hear his version of the Christmas song. Caroling, Caroling. Deck the Halls. This is on the Capital Yellow labels, because it's a reissue, and it's a way later pressing of it. And then we move to the beginning of Donna Summer's career with Love to Love You Baby, the album, not just the song, although the song is on here. So essentially this whole album is essentially Love to Love You Baby on one side and then a bunch of covers on the back side. What year was this one? 75. She was on Oasis at this time, but Casablanca was distributing Oasis at this time, so. And then we moved to the same year with Led Zeppelin and Physical Graffiti. This is an original with the cutout windows. It's got all the stuff in it. We'll show you that in a second. The big hitter most people know from this is Cashmere. But also Houses of the Holy is on here. It's a bit difficult to pull that out. You have to kind of pull them all out all the time. So first we got our like lyric/credit book thing. Technically it's an inner sleeve, but actually I think it's a poster. That's what it is. Just never opened it as a poster to see. Yeah, there's 2 custom inner sleeves. Be careful to use this down there. This was the first album they put on their own Swan Song label. So you'll get to see those labels for the first time. That's not just Bad Company. And the other sleeve. So technically this was kind of customizable, depending on which way you had the sleeves in, the order, and such. Then we move to 77 with Donna Summer and Fortunes of Love. This is the first concert album she ever did. No, 76. Essentially, it's about, if you see the titles, it's about, basically about how love works in seasons. We'll start with the disc first, and the paper sleeve. You get the lyrics. There's not really a ton of lyrics necessarily. Of course, on Casablanca. But there was also a bonus included in the Mine's Damaged, but in the original pressing of the copy. You got a calendar of 1977 with the themed pictures. You're just missing the first couple months. But it's cool to have nonetheless. And then we move back to Billy Joel again with Turnstiles. Also released in that same year after he returned to New York. There wasn't any big hits at first, but today, New York State of Mind is the big one in today's world. Got a custom printed inner. There are some different colors to this. This is the orange one. The lyrics are actually might be beige, might be the proper word. And of course, was on Columbia. And then we jump right back to him with 1982 with Billy Joel's An Innocent Man. This is the covers, or 1983, sorry. With, and barcode there. With basically his stylings of new pop songs that have been written in the time period. The biggest hits, The Longest Time, Tell Her About It, Uptown Girl, and Leave a Tender Moment Alone. Unfortunately, the center paper sleeve doesn't have the lyrics in it. It's all damaged. Someone cut something out. I think it's the lyrics for Uptown Girl. I think. At least in the context. I don't know. But somebody clearly cut out the lyrics for some song in here. Is it the one after Tell Her About It? If I can find it, I can figure out which one it was. Not sure, maybe it was a credit or something. And then lastly, it's taken a long time, but Bruce Springsteen's biggest album has finally arrived. Born in the USA. It's hard to talk about this album about its hits when almost every song was a hit at one point, at one time. And of course, we got printed inners. A printed inner, I should say, with the credits. Put the boss. And of course, since it was on Columbia, we're going to finish ourselves off with another orange Columbia label. And with that, I thank you for watching, and I hope to see you again soon.